Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Duel video. Today I will show you this invitational tournament. So what was the invitational tournament? It was like a couple tournament. Yeah, I was paired with someone and we had to basically face another couple, and then the one that had the most points won. So yeah, was my teammate was K-Dub, and then we needed to face Rico and Zupa for one team. The other team was Kerber versus Antimark, and then we had H2 Queen and Gok. Yeah, so and Gary Oak 24. So yeah, it was pretty interesting. Pretty fun. We played it in like 4 hours or something like that, but the rules were really interesting. So I'll explain you that firstly, and then I'll show you my matches. Yeah, so I faced for the first match was Zupa against Zupa. Then I faced Ngari Oak, and then we had, well, I had Antimark. So yeah, pretty tough matches, and yeah, but the rules were the thing that made it like very difficult. So yeah, I'm gonna check you guys later because I don't have the rules in my mind, but so I have the rules right here, so I'm gonna read them quickly. So we have the first rule is duo teams requires one end member and one guest. So I was the guest and the end member was Keita for my team. Then both the end and the guest deck must total up to 25 MP. So only in the initials figures MP is counted for before going into the match. So yeah, I needed to have 25 MP with Keita. He used the dragon deck, so it was kind of slow because yeah, Rayquaza is 1 MP and he ran 2 of them. So yeah, so the MP I needed to use a total of 13 MP, and he was using 12 MP. So yeah, it was very hard. I'm not like, I really don't like to use runners, but I needed to use them because of these rules. But they were really strong. So yeah, I'm not complaining about the runners. But yeah, so I needed to use, yeah, and I really like Drampa, so I needed to run around it. It was very interesting. I will explain you my decks and you'll see what I was talking about. But then for the points, yes, so the points is simple. 3 for when the opponent's goal is taken, and 1 for each opponent's entry taken by the end of the match. So all these points take time at the end of the match. On this screenshot you can see who won and how many entry points and the goal point was taken. So yeah, so you basically you only could have 3 points, then or 4 or 5, nothing less, nothing more, I believe. Yeah, I don't know if with the time up win or turn loss would have been, but yeah. So then we have the matchup. You and your partner decide who goes first and second. Yours and your opponent's position will be revealed at the same time to determine the matchup. So that's simple. Yeah, on the first round I decided to go first, and on the next rounds I decided to go second, and yeah, that worked fine, I guess. It wasn't really important, but yeah. For elimination, yeah, the rule is the fun rule. So before the match starts, both sides reveal their deck. So then proceed to choose a single figure they want to banish from their opponent's team and replace that figure with a new figure. If you have multiples of the same figure on your team, only one of them is banished. So, for example, I'll read you the example that I had. For in the first round, I was against Zupa. He was so they sent me the screenshot of the deck, and he was running a water deck with Primal Kyogre, Manaphy, Milotic, Feebas plus Milotic, then Poliwrath, and two Finis. So I needed to choose one to banish, and of course I decided to banish one of the Fini because that guy is creepy. So yeah, decided to banish the Fini. I wasn't worried about the Primal Kyogre because I was running Poliwrath, so it's Fini the problem there. So I decided to go there, and I was running. I don't remember the deck, but I will explain that later. But let's finish with the rules. Substituting banished figure, you replace the banished figure your opponent chosen with any figure of your choosing besides said banished figures. So yeah, but here it's not mentioned, I think. Yeah, but you had to replace it respecting the MP movement. So so if, for example, the person who goes first for the round for each team has his mounts banished. For example, Kato had his Rayquaza banished, and he didn't. I think I don't know. Yeah, I believe he changed the MP or something. I don't remember well, but yeah, so he decided to put Vibrava there, and the MP changed. So I needed to adapt my deck to respect that MP. So that was a little bit of complicated because yeah, I had on the last round I had to run 3 runners because somebody banished his 3 MP mon, so he needed to use a 2 MP mon. So that was really annoying, but for my deck. But yeah, but it was really fun, that card. Yeah, really fun. Then we have plate substitution. Each team is allowed 4 plate substitution between both you and your partner through the Invitational. When using a plate substitution on a match, you may switch as many as you so wish. Yeah, so yeah, that's simple. I didn't use that rule. All my plates were the same even when the banished figure changed, but because they banished some, my plates were not like synergistic plates. It's nothing like it will affect me so much. So yeah, I had backup. Forfeiting, if you choose to forfeit a match, your team will be penalized of 7 points. Connection issues, well, this is not the important thing, so yeah, I'm gonna stop it here. I'll catch you guys with the decks. So I have my decks. Yeah, so I'm gonna just explain quickly my decks and the changes that the opponents made. So right now the opponent was Zupa, so they show you the deck without the plates. For example, yes, crop there, you could only see that without the plates, of course. But yeah, so this was my deck. Quite simple, double poly. I love double poly with Fini. So yeah, pretty strong in deck, and it's pretty like there's not a hard counter. I believe maybe dragons, but I didn't thought that he was going to run a dragon deck. So yeah, that was good. I chose this thing, Mighty Sphere, because it's killer. And then he decided to banish my Terrakion, and I didn't know what to put. It was a tough decision. If I had another Fini, that would have been awesome, but no, I have this, yes, so I decided to use Ho-Ho because I really like the synergy with Ho-Ho with the double polys, because double polys rely on getting knocked out and confusing everything. So yeah, if I cycle back fast enough, all the Pokemon will be confused. All the opponent's Pokemon will be confused. So that's what I like about that. So for the round one, that's it. So we have for the round two. This is my deck. I decided to use Drampa because yeah, I felt like the deck was a little bit weak. And to be honest, I saw, yes, there was a section of the Discord where you can see where you can actually see the opponent's deck. So before the match, because it was the round two, so yeah, so Gok was using a dragon deck with triple Altaria, and I thought myself, yeah, I need to run Drampa. Of course, I need to run Drampa. And yeah, so I decided to use him and to put another runner because of the MP. MP total was 6, 8, 9, 11, 13. Yes, so 13. Yeah, so I respected the MP. And of course, he saw Drampa as a threat, but I was okay. I have my Turtonator. So Turtonator is not as good as Drampa, but he's still good against Altarias. Yeah, so Altarias. Against Mega Ray, not actually the best because of the huge blue attack. But yeah, it was okay. Yeah, I felt confident with that guy. So he was running a triple Altaria, Rayquaza with Mega Rayquaza, Drampa and Coco. So I didn't even think about it. I decided to banish that Rayquaza, and yeah, so there were no problems with that guy. And he decided to put Sceptile there, which was, yeah, so he decided to put a guy with heavy hitter role, I guess. Yeah, so not a bad choice. Sceptile is a solid figure with a huge boost, so yeah. And then, so the threat there was Drampa, but I could easily stop him with Zoroark or Poliwrath or wall him with Muse. So yeah, this deck was very solid, to be honest, against the Dragon deck, of course. So for the third round, Caleb came to me and said, "Damn, Kerber decided to banish my Noibat. He's 3 AP man," and I was like, "Oh no, that will affect me so much because I needed to use now 14 MP total deck because he was running he replaced him with Vibrava, so he was running a 11 MP total deck. So yeah, that kind of affected me a little bit. So, but I told him that was okay. I am gonna run this guy. I'm not used to run triple runner decks, so I decided to use a guy that can easily change his form into a 2 MP Pokemon with a solid attack, and it was, yeah, I decided to use Rotom with Hit Rotom, which was a good choice. I mean, I don't have invested. Oh, it's a picture, but yeah, I haven't invested on him, so it was level 4, so his misses are really big, but it was not a big deal. I didn't like attack with him too much, but I forgot to make a change. I forgot to put Drampa instead of Turtonator, but I wasn't affected, so I believe he decided to exclude the Turtonator, to banish the Turtonator, and boom, I have my Drampa back. So I was like, the mistake I made was good for me, so perfect. I went back with my Drampa, and yeah, the deck was very solid, but you'll see the matches, they were incredible. So round number one, and Zupa versus Cranny, of course. So let's see. So I'm in the opponent's side. So he started with his Fini. Yeah, this startup is basically not a big deal. Here I wanted to match up my police, one against the Primal Kyogre and the other one against another Poliwrath. Here I decided to retreat, and then I decided to tag with Ho-Ho, which was not a good idea. I forgot, I totally forgot about that buff from Manaphy, and he didn't get burned, so that was bad for me. But yeah, bad start for me. Ho-Ho on the PC without cycling another month. That's not good. Needed to cycle to knock out my Poliwrath as fast as I could before he can like smash me with the Primal Kyogre. So decided to confuse the two Poliwraths. I knocked out one, and the other one knocked me out, but that's okay. So then he decided to attack my Greninja. Unfortunately, I got the miss, so I couldn't get the knockout, but that's okay because Greninja was level 5 and the yellow attack becomes a huge dodge, so that's not bad at all. That was okay. Then he decided to confuse my Fini, but of course I'm gonna swap this guy with Zoroark. He got the sucker punch, but luckily he was confused, so good thing for me. Yeah, so he confused Zoroark but not Fini, so that's okay. Fini will come in handy if I get the Pony Wish, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, I think we got the Pony Wish. He got the Pony Wish, and you'll see an incredible choice. So he decided to attack. Then I decided to move forward and to attack as well. Oh yeah, that was a huge mistake for me. Yeah, so he got the waterfall, and then he needed to roll. He needed to me rolling the white attack, and that waterfall cheese would have been amazing. So he got the waterfall, but I got the Pony Wish, and I was like, oh my god, yes. But there was not like I was in a position where Pony Wish would come in handy, so I decided to just take a break and don't exclude anyone. So here he decided to attack, and boom, he got the Pony Wish, and I was like, oh my god, what's with these Finis? They always get the Pony Wish. And he decided to not to exclude my Orphini, so I was like, okay, yeah, that was the choice. I think, yeah, it was a tough choice, and yeah, Fini was definitely the best choice, I believe. But no, the best choice, I believe, was to not exclude your Fini. I think, yeah, it was having Fini for water deck is good. If you have making a Pony Wish is good as well, but if you have two Finis on the deck, if with just one, I don't think it's the best idea to always use the Pony Wish. But so here, yeah, I was in a very bad position. He attacked my Greninja, I got the Hydro Pump into the mist, so that was not good for me. Yeah, I was feeling, oh yeah, Greninja's a good goalie, but no, bro. He got the... Yeah, it's a good goalie while confused, of course, but no, he got the first turn, the 70. So here I got lucky, I got the roll and knocked out that Poliwrath. Then he got the waterfall, he got lucky there, and boom, look at that. So yeah, I needed to use the gold block, so yeah, I went gold block with Zoroark, let the Kyogre move forward, but it was okay. The Kyogre is confused, so he wasn't a threat at all. I mean, I don't consider the dodges into an attack, so yeah, you should. I wasn't worried about that guy. So I decided to use the that thing, and I forgot he had full heal. That was bad for me, but got the dodge. Yeah, I have a huge dodge. Decided to get the knockout, but yeah, ho, it's okay if he gets knocked out, so that's fine. Get my police back, and he got the miss, the dodge and the miss, so it was a better idea to have him confused, I believe. But yeah, so here I double checked the effect of Origin Pulse, and it only affects 4 misses and blue attacks as well. So yeah, my Zoroark hasn't like a big piece of miss, so I decided to attack. I was aware of that Origin Pulse. Then he decided to knock my Poliwrath. He's gonna get confused, which is fine, I guess. And then I'm gonna move forward on the left side for my part. Yes, so here, and he decided to scoop up, which I don't think was like a necessary thing. I would have retreated with this guy Poliwrath. He was in the like he could have reached Greninja and then confused him, but he decided to use one scoop up, so that was good for me. Then Origin Pulse. Yeah, so it will do nothing, well, normally. But yeah, you know, misses get crazy here. So he decided to do that, and I'm gonna take the entry point with this guy. I didn't want to confuse the Manaphy, because that thing would have only rolled the white into the tiny dodge, and that, well, so the tiny dodge would have become a big. So let's see. So here we have, yes, I was trying to make him do that move, so then I could move forward, knock out his Poliwrath. Then yes, I needed to knock him out, then my Poliwrath would have been confused, but that was okay. I had the entry point, he didn't have time, he doesn't have his Fini to bring back his Pokemon from the bench, so I was in a very good position. He decided to change my Logic with Manaphy, which I think not the best idea, to be honest. Manaphy, well, I mean, my Poliwrath was confused. He could have easily just attacked with Manaphy. Manaphy's son would have saved him with moving Greninja, my Greninja. So yeah, I think a huge mistake from his part. Then I get lucky here, and here I was just hoping for a different roll. I don't know what I was hoping for, but he got the roll there. Aqua Tail going down. Then I just needed to hope for the cross counter into the dodge or the 50 into the 100, and that was it. I got the 50 into the 100 the first time, and he got the magic coat into the miss, so really unlucky there. And then he didn't have the odds, to be honest. Yeah, the odds weren't for him. His Kyogre was confused. Yeah, not good for him. So decided to use the bright powder. Hopefully I could have the rainbow wing or that knockout. So very lucky there again, the first try. But I totally forgot about that. He had Kyogre as well. So change of form there. He gets unlucky, 90 versus 90. Well, I just needed to roll rainbow win, and that was it. Then I decided to move there, which, yeah, I got lucky there. Well, it was 50-50, yeah, but all the 50-50s got into my side. But there you go. First round, I had 3 points plus 1, so that was 4 points for my team. I don't remember how K-Dub did. Yeah, I think he won. He bet Rico, but he got 3 points, I believe. Yeah, not more. But gonna come back with second round. Okay, so we start with the round number 2 here against Gary Oak. So let's see how I did. So I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so I start with Greninja as a goalie because, yeah, I don't feel like there's a good matchup for him against the other Pokemon. Only against Coco. So, but I felt like, no, maybe it's better to leave him on the goal. I mean, it's not the best goalie, but it won't affect me if he doesn't reach the goal. So here I decided to bait him with the Turtonator there, and then put Poliwrath. I wanted to put Zoroark against Drampa, but I feel like Poliwrath is okay against Drampa. It's not the best because Drampa gets a little bit buffed with the MP. But here, if you see, I got really lucky. He got the miss. That was a really unfortunate roll for him. So he decided to max revive right after I knocked him out. So yeah, I'm not a fan of using a max revive right after getting one of my mons knocked out, but I feel like Drampa was a key figure for him. So yeah, it was a little bit bad for him for me to knock him out. So okay, so here decided to attack with Turtonator, and surprisingly he rolls a lot of the Shell Trap. Yeah, I expanded the Dragon Pulse because I feel like it's the best attack for today's meta because there's a lot of dragons, so it's really helpful. So here he decided to retreat. Then I retreat as well, and then he attacked. He got the perish, so that's not good for me because I believe I don't remember well, but I believe he's got the Mega Altaria. So yeah, so he could easily activate Mega Altaria and knock out my Poliwrath and then exclude him. So yeah, it was really bad for me. I have a Pokemon Switch, but I don't have my mons on the PC, on the bench. One of my mons I don't have, so it's useless to use a Pokemon Switch. So I decided to move forward with Fini and then go forward with Turtonator. So slowly but effective. Yeah, I wanted to have all the entries, try to KO the weak spots like Coco. So yeah, then I got the Pony Wish, but he got the dodge. But I wasn't thinking of doing the Pony Wish, to be honest. There was no intention, but I believe, no, I don't remember well if I did it. But here I got the knockout. That was really good because there's a lot of odds of getting at least blue from one of the sides. So yeah, from either Coco or Turtonator. Here I got really lucky, got the overhit, but I guess it's more than 2/3 of the wheel for me because the Shell Trap was a good roll for me as well. So here I decided to go for the Bright Powder. Wasn't problems, but got the Shell Trap. Yeah, so as I told you, yeah, he's rolling a huge amount of times the Shell Trap, even when he's confused. That's good for me. When he's confused, he rolls the Shell Trap into the 170 move. I don't remember the name, But here he decided to go for Mega Altaria. Got super lucky there, like super lucky he got the dodge. I decided to not to continue to get that knockout. He will have beaten. No, I don't think he will have beaten. Yeah, it's 190 Dragon Pulse because Altaria is a Dragon type, so that was good for me. So here there was the Shell Trap thing, effect in action. So he rolled the white attack, and the effect states that this Pokemon battle opponent will get knocked out if it rolls a white attack on the next turn. So he rolled the Dragon Pulse white attack. Right now I decided to attack because there's a huge probability of having the miss of Mega Alt. So I got the knockout there. That was awesome for me. Yeah, so I needed to like prevent having Mega Altaria there because he was a threat for Greninja. So here he knocked out my guy here, Tapu Fini, and I just want to get my mount cycled back, to be honest. So I decided to attack with Mew. He got the Bulu. That was really bad. I mean, I wanted either to have a knockout, to knock out the Coco, or to get knocked out by Coco, but not at neutral turn. But that's okay. He decided to not move forward and knock out my Mew, so that was good. Then I went for the Pokemon switch right away without thinking about it, because that means I mean, if he excluded my Poliwrath, that would have been a huge problem for me. So yeah, it was better. Here I made a huge mistake. Yeah, I didn't saw that he could knock out my Greninja. Yeah, but that was okay because I had the sword thing from the Dragon Sphere. Here I got the dodge. Luckily he got the quick attack. That was too bad, but I preferred the dodge because he could have gotten the stealth hit. So yeah, that would have meant that was problems for me. So here all good. He got the night days, pretty good for me, I guess. Not the best thing, but I mean it's better than nothing. So here he decided to move forward. I don't want it to attack because there's a chance of having that stealth hit, and that was game. Then he got the shuttle flip. I was really lucky. And now this was a misplay from my part. I didn't need to attack, to be honest. I needed to attack at least the Coco, I don't know, but I just lost there because that, yeah, so I stopped talking about that because, yeah, so I didn't even confuse the Sceptile. He got, I mean, if he had that roll, I would have been in huge problems. I had chances of knocking the Coco with Poliwrath, so I wasn't like really worried, but that roll, that miss was a huge change of the game. Yeah, it really meant a lot for me. So yeah, he decided to go forward to knock out my Turtonator, but got the overheat. My god, that thing is a beast. Thinking of making him chain level 10. I have 9 EX cubes, but I don't know if it's worth it, but it's a beast. It's honestly, Drampa and Turtonator, they are, wow, amazing. Really love them. So here I got this push aside that was really good for me. Went with Greninja there because I wanted Drampa there. I wanted him to block with Drampa and not moving him forward. So yeah, that was better because I mean, if Altaria was on this side, he would have gone for the knockout on the Mew, I believe. but I don't know. So that was what I was thinking. So here he got the knockout. That was good for me. Not perish songs. He made that thing, that move, and let me go forward. Then I don't know, but that was not a good move because I had 191 Dragon Pulse. I mean, I could have rolled the other thing, the 170. That was, yeah, I mean, that was a little bit fortunate for me. Then I went for the switch. Here I just needed one shadow flip, one yellow at least, but no. Got the Psyche, but I guess it's fine because it's fair enough because I have been having a lot of lucky rolls. So here I felt like in a good position there. So I needed to knock out that Coco. He needed to cycle back his Altaria, but I mean it was almost impossible to cycle back that Altaria. Confused Altaria is a good idea to have him as a goalie, not as a attacker. So here he decided to go for the attack, but I mean the odds are not high enough. So here I decided to move forward. Then I decided to attack the Zoroark because I wanted to grab the entry with Finny. So Coco it's a very weak figure, so I had the odds again with Zoroark, of course. Then I decided to grab the entry point, and then I wanted to knock out that Altaria. But I mean, yeah, this part became a little bit long. It's about, I don't know if 10 or 15 turns, but yeah, it was really impressive to see his goalie, his Altaria rolling a lot of times the perish song at the dodge. And when I landed when he landed the white attack, I landed the dodge as well. So yeah, it was really impressive to see that. I was thinking of, yeah, I made a max revive there because if he moved his Altaria back here right next to Turtonator, I was gonna suicide with the Turtonator, then grab the entry, and that was almost game. So, but he saw that obviously, and he didn't let me do it. So here the odds were, for me, they were better because I mean him rolling he needed to land that dodge that becomes a white attack. I mean those are not huge shots. So yeah, it's like rolling a miss, a four piece size miss. So yeah, it's not very likely. So here I have better odds. I rolled the miss there, but unfortunately he rolled the dodge. Well, gladly for me. But yes, so I was hoping for that cross counter, or at least the 9 days for the effect, and then with new attack, and then that was it. But no, it took a lot of turns, as I was saying, more than 15 I believe. So yeah, here another dodge. Wow, so 3 dodges in a row I believe. And I was like, oh my god, how long will this take? I was safe there because I had gold block, so I wasn't really worried about the Altaria knocking my Greninja. And then bam, finally I got the cross counter. Well, really good for me. I excluded the Altaria. Then I believe he knocked me out. No, he got the perish on, yeah. And that was good for me. Then I decided to get the goal, well, the surround. And then he decided to attack with Sceptile, which, I mean, right now in this part, you'll see it. Normally on league play, you'll see that this play was totally bad manners, but because of the format, I needed to have those entries and the goals, so I wanted those 5 points. That meant a lot, to be honest. So yeah, I think Vladdy told me that meant the second place for my team. So yeah, that was really good for me. So I got 5 points there. GG Gok 24, really awesome match, and I'm gonna bring you back third and final match for me, and that was really awesome. You'll see. Okay, so welcome to the round number 3 against Anti-Mark. So he's running a water deck. He decided to put Terrakion instead of Fini, as I told you. So here I'm with this kind of rush deck that I built. I was thinking, why didn't I put Mega Gengar? That would have been awesome for me. But I mean, a water deck counters really well a rush deck, so not a good idea. So here I decided to have Zoroark as a goalie. I told myself, why not? Then I wanted to match up Drampa against one of the Swamperts. He went out with the Mighty Sphere. That was a huge problem. The Mighty Sphere on water decks is becoming a huge problem. So yeah. So right now he decided to go for the Mega Swampert. Really interesting choice, but I'll say not bad at all. He wants to put early pressure without letting me put in the Drampa on the field. So yeah, I feel like, and then I completely forgot about this thing. Fini, he became 3 MP, and boom, first roll. I mean, wow, Pony Wish. So my rush deck was destroyed. There was not insurance, to be honest. So here I put my Drampa, and of course the Suicune will always land the purple. But yeah, so it's really interesting how Suicune lands a lot of times the circle. I mean, it's not even the half of the wheel. I mean, they expanded that thing, but it's not even the half. So I decided to go right away with the max drive. On the previous match I told you that I don't like that, but then another circle, and of course I got the miss, but that's fine because he got the circle, so the miss wasn't really important. Here I decided to go Bright Powder, hoping for the circle, and no, God, that was really unfortunate. Yeah, so the RNG wasn't good at all for me there. That I really hate Suicune, to be honest. Yeah, I really hate him. So here he got the tractor beam, but he decided to not use it. I decided to go with the microwave oven because Rotom will not make a lot of difference, but Hit Rotom is gonna make more things. I think. Yeah, I really like Hit Rotom because of his ability and his effect with the microwave oven. So here I got the revert. Too bad I didn't used a lot of resources on my Rotom because he only lands revert. I mean, that's insane. So here I didn't want him to use the Mighty Sphere effect. Here there's my mistake. Why did I let you alone? I was thinking I have Zoroark, there's no problem, but no, he excluded my Zoroark. That was the huge mistake. I needed to either go for the Pokemon switch or yeah, something like that. So here I was in huge trouble. You got the tractor beam, the tractor, and I believe I survived. Yeah, I think yeah, because I did gold block. So yeah, that was good for me. The tractor beam was the roll that I needed. Decided to gold block, Then I needed to knock out the Keldeo, but oh god, he had the resolute form. So I was really excited about this knockout. I told myself that yes, this really means a lot. But then I saw that Keldeo, and no, so I was in trouble there. Needed one roll, but I mean he needed to land the tractor beam to tractor into the ice punch, but he rolled the miss into the 110, and that was it for the round 3. But I did this last thing. I got my entry point, 1 point. It meant a lot. It meant second place again, so yeah, that was awesome. But again, thank you very much guys. I hope you enjoyed this tournament. I already saw K-Dub's video. I think H2O Queen already uploaded the video as well. I haven't checked it out, but I'll definitely check it out. But thank you very much. Huge shout out to Vladdy, the end leader. I mean, this tournament, wow, he was a really nice idea. Those rules were incredible. I really like the banish thing, and the points and all of those stuff. Yeah, that was really interesting. A different tournament that made Pokemon Duel funnier, like even entertaining. But yeah, so huge shout out to Vladdy, the young leader, and huge shout out to Kado for inviting me to this tournament, and to all of the other participants, to Kerber and Antimark for winning this. They completely destroyed us. I mean, no, but I lost the decisive match, so shout out to Antimark for beating me. But yeah, hope you enjoy, and please, if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe, and thank you very much guys. See you next time. Peace.